Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna work on this gorgeous ring. It's gonna be pretty easy tutorial because we already have that bezel and all we have to do is just create a band for it. First thing first, wanted to apologize for my cracked hands. COVID times do that to you, lots of washing and all. So the materials you're gonna need is you're gonna need one bezel, and this is my bezel number 3. So we're gonna do the yellow one. And then you're gonna need Delicas. So I'm gonna be using same yellow Delicas, and this is the one, and the code is 1132. And then you're gonna need your beading needles, and then you're gonna need your stop bead and scissors to cut your thread and the thread. So I'm gonna be using a matching color. I'm using Nymo size B in cream. And that's all it is. So I'm gonna thread my needle with about 2 yards and then we'll get straight to work. So I went ahead and set the stop bead. I left a very short tail that I can just cut off later. And I decided to change the color of Delica because I'm gonna be using this really light rose color. And the code for this Delica is 210210. So to start off, we have to add our thread. So all I'm gonna do is just go back and forth until I come out of one of these beads going this way or one of these beads going that way. It doesn't really matter which one. So I'm just gonna start by adding my thread. I'm straight away gonna go back and forth so I can get rid of the tail instead of just adding it and then, you know, getting rid of it later on. Makes life easier. So I want to make sure it's nice and sturdy, so I'll have to do a couple passes back and forth. And then here I am. So here, I could just go ahead and cut this tail. That's it. So how are we gonna do the band? First, we have to attach the strip between these two ends onto which we're gonna attach a strap to go around your finger. But the thing here is, here we have odd number of beads, so if you wanted like really symmetrical band underneath, you would have to do odd count peyote, but I can't be bothered, and plus it's underneath the ring and you are not gonna see it. So instead I'm just gonna do lazy way and do even count peyote stitch. So here I'm coming out of the sticking out bead, right? So I'm just gonna pick up one Delica and go through the next one. I think it's easier if I put it this way around. Pick up a Delica, go through the next sticking out bead. Pick up a Delica, go through the next sticking out bead. And then here, I'm gonna go back up. Pick up a Delica, go through the sticking out bead, which is already pink. So this is our second row. Pick up a Delica, go through the sticking out bead. Pick up a Delica, go through the sticking out bead. Pick up a Delica, go backwards now. Pick up a Delica, go through the next sticking out bead. Pick up a Delica, go through the next sticking out bead. So I think you got the drill. So you just have to continue adding rows of peyote stitch until you have enough to attach to this side. So it has to be long enough to attach to this side, but make sure not to make it too long that it would be loose. Otherwise, you know, it's not gonna be nice on your finger when you wear it later on. So I'll meet you back here once you have long enough strip. So I made long enough strip. If you can see, it's not really touching, but once I attach it to this side, it will be pulled nice and tight. So that's what I have. And now here I am. All I have to do is go through this sticking out bit on here. Pull it, my thread nice and tight. Go through sticking out bit on this side. Pull it nice and tight on this side. And I can do 2 at a time. And then the last 2 beads here. So I have the base of the ring ready. That's all it is. You can barely see through the tile. That's not, I have these tiles in my shop, but that's not the only color I have. I have some blues and I think there is cream as well. I have more colors on the way, so I'm gonna stock up as soon as possible. So once we have this base ready, all we have to do is make the band. And to do that, first I want to make sure I have this side properly reinforced. So I'm gonna go through this bit here, back down, pull your thread nice and tight all along, and then I'm gonna go through the pink bit, nice and tight, and then I can just skip through 3 beads. That's very naughty, that's not very good for your thread, but I don't usually keep my beaded stuff for long. I tend to take them apart anyway, so. But if you're giving it away or if you're selling it, make sure you don't do that. That really makes your thread weak. And now, see, I'm coming out of the first pink bead. I want to be coming out of the 4th one, okay? So I'm gonna go downwards here, up here, and down to the 4th one. And now we start the band. To do that, see where I am? I'm just going downwards through the pink bead. I'm gonna pick up another pink, and here, see, I'm gonna go through the next bead in the same row. So I'm coming out of this pink, I'm gonna go in the same row, the 2nd bead. Like so. Pick up another bead, go through the next bead in the same row, like so. Pull your thread nice and tight, and then you want to add the last one. But for the last one, we don't really have anywhere to go, so I'm just gonna go this bit downwards. Let it settle in place, like so. So see, you have 3 beads sticking out. And now all I'm gonna do is just take my needle down to come out of this 4th bead again. So here I go downwards. And back through that bottom bead. And now here I can properly start my peyote stitch. So I'm gonna pick up a Delica, go through the sticking out bead, so basically first of those 3. Pick up a Delica, go through the next sticking out bead, pick up a Delica, go through the next sticking out bead. And look, you have your proper peyote stitch going up. So you just keep on doing peyote stitch. Pick up a Delica, go through the sticking out bead, pick up a Delica, go through the sticking out bead, pick up a Delica, go through the sticking out bead, and you just go on and on. So this band will keep on growing, and you keep on going round until it wraps around your finger. So once you have enough length, I'll meet you back here. So once you have your band ready, it's just a matter of attaching it, and you want to make sure you attach around the same area you attached the first side. So what I did in the beginning, I counted to 4, and then I started adding the band. So I'm just gonna count the 4 on this side instead. So here I'm coming out of the last bead here, and then here on this side I'm gonna start counting 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna go down on the 4th bead, like so. And then once you have that, it's pretty easy. You start going back and forth. So through the sticking out bead on this side, through the 2nd bead of the same row. So see, that's where your thread is. The 2nd bead of the same row is here. Through sticking out bead on this side. The same bead on the same row. Well, next bead on the same row. And then through the last sticking out bead on the band. And then here, just pull your thread nice and tight, and it zips it up. That's it. And now you just want to make sure to reinforce. I'm gonna go down through the bead on this side, pull my thread nice and tight, and then here I'm gonna go. It doesn't matter where exactly you go, but you want to make sure you reinforce the place where you attach the band so it doesn't come off. So I'm gonna go through the bottom bead there, back through the sticking out bead on the band. Could be a bit tricky now because all the beads are attached quite tightly. So I'm gonna go through the bottom bead here. I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna go up instead. Down through the bottom bead, and that's it. So reinforce and get rid of the tail, and that's it, guys. My tile rings are ready. It's very easy tutorial once you have the tiles ready, and even this bezel is pretty easy. If you are new to my channel, in the description box I will leave a link to a playlist called Bezel Tutorials. So there you'll find all the bezel tutorials I have, and this is the one number 3. And under the in the description box of that video you'll find all the materials you need for the bezel. So stick around for more videos, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.